a tough team to get ready for, and I'm just proud of how we came ready. We right out of the gate, set the tempo, both sides of the ball, and love overall the focus that they had coming into this game. I wasn't not crazy about how we finished there the last little part of the fourth quarter, but we're committed to playing a lot of guys, and that's the only way we're going to continue to mature and develop this team and develop our depth. And played a bunch of guys in critical situations, and you give them some credit. They took advantage of a couple opportunities, but got a lot of respect for Coach Clausen and Wake Forest, and just knew that those guys would play us very tough, and they did. But for us, that's the start that we wanted to October. We got a long way to go. We're 6-0, and it was another big division win for us. So. But quick turnaround. I'm not a big fan of these Friday night games, but it is what it is. So tomorrow is a Monday. Basically, we lose a whole day of preparation. Our players usually have Sundays off, but we got to come right back in here tomorrow and have a Monday practice. So quick turnaround, and then we'll travel up to Syracuse on Thursday for a Friday night game on the road. Another big tough division challenge, but again, proud of our team. I thought that Kelly played very well. He was 21 of 29, I think, in three quarters before he went out. Rolled his ankle there. We'll see tomorrow where it is. Did not appear to be too serious, but you never know how those things are going to heal. But thought. Zarek and Hunter came in, got some good experience, and I think we threw the ball to 11 different guys today, so good to see the ball spread around. Our backs ran really hard. We had a lot of yards after contact today, which was good to see that toughness in the run game. And then defensively, again, outside just a couple of lapses there, really consistent. Special teams, Ray, I think he averaged, 15 yards or so a return, and that's with the two big penalties on two big returns that he lost. So I'm just really pleased with how he's handled himself this year, handling the ball, decision making, and he's a weapon for us. But disappointed in the two penalties. And then Cornell Powell, he made two big plays for us. Just a super effort down in that ball on that one long punt by Will. So again, a lot of good things, but. Quick turnaround for us, and we're going to move on quickly to Syracuse.
We've talked about ready-made packages as far as players go. How close do you think Travis Etienne is to the guys like Sammy Watkins that just come ready-made, complete, and ready to work in the game?
He's got a ways to go. I think he's got special talent, but he's still a young player that's learning every day. Every single day, he's learning. But that's what I love about him, man. He's got. We actually had a bootleg called, and he took the ball, took off running with it. So you still kind of you got to live with some of those things with him. But he usually turns bad plays into good plays. So that he's got in common with those special guys.
Dabo, when they move an athletic guy like 53 inside, how hard does that make it?
Well, I mean, that's good. It's just good coaching. They got us behind the chains a few times and just went with their what we call rabbit package and just put their best rushers on the field and then move him inside to create a better matchup for him. And he's a great player. I mean, Dorian was the national player of the week last week at linebacker, and 53 was the national player of the week last week at DN. He's a great player. I mean, he made a couple plays, but. Really, I thought we ran the ball very well. Disappointed in a couple of the negative plays. We had a couple of really just boneheaded miscues, and all of a sudden now you got lost yardage because we rushed the ball for 200-plus yards, I'm sure, and ended up with like 190. So that's the biggest disappointment is just some of those negative plays, and some of them were point of attack, and some of them were scheme, and some of them were just, bad decision making.
You mentioned edge of 453. There's that one point where it looked like he had called you dead to rights, and he just mounted.
Hit him right in the face mask, didn't he?
Does that just kind of exemplify what a physical guy Kelly is?
Yeah, I don't know. It looked like they had a conversation there for a minute. I think he told him, "Hey, I got rid of the ball. Let me go," and he took it. I don't know. No, it was a weird looking play. I don't know. I guess he just thought he'd gotten rid of it and let him go, and Kelly took off. So.
Coach, I'm assuming that Kelly's not going to be at practice on Monday. How will you split the reps between Hunter and Zarek?
just 50-50. Yeah, it's like we always do. Our twos always get the same amount of reps as our ones, and Kelly gets all the first team reps, and then we've been splitting them between Zarek and Hunter anyway. Those guys, we've been repping 3 quarterbacks all fall, but we'll see how it goes.
What did you see from your defense, especially in the red zone? It seemed like those guys, every time they got close.
Yeah, what I saw from our defense was wherever the ball was spotted, they were ready to play, and they created pushback. We got stops, forced a long field goal. We were fortunate on the first missed field goal. They popped a little play action slant on us and kind of got in the seam, and kid made a nice. That little guy's a quick guy, man. He made a nice play, but they just bowed up and got stops. We had, I don't know how many stops on downs we had today, but we had a few, and but proud of them. Again, just a couple of lapses right there at the end. Turned the tight end loose, but those are things. You know what? You need a little failure too to get better.
Coach, with Wake Forest making a quarterback change right before the game, how did that affect the way you coached the Wake Forest offense?
Heck, I didn't know. We had no idea. I still don't know what happened. Do you know what happened? Was he hurt, or they just?
Shoulder injury.
Yeah, I didn't. I wasn't on the injury report, so I didn't know. Y'all kept that under wraps pretty good. I gotta learn that tactic. I didn't know it was first play. I was like, "Where's number 10?" But I tell you what, that number 2 was a good player. He made a lot of plays. Made a bunch of plays. But yeah, we had no idea. We noticed he wasn't really throwing over in pregame, so we were kind of wondering what was going on. But I don't think they released that. Did they, Tim? Or did you just not tell me? Tim must kept that.
I sent you the injury report.
Yeah, I didn't see it. I think I would have noticed that one, but that one got by us. But that 10 is a heck of a player, and obviously y'all heard me talk about him a lot coming in the game. But number 2 now, he's impressive. What year is he? He's junior. He did a great job extending some plays. I thought his ball handling was really good. He tricked us a couple times. Really kind of rode some of those zones into the line almost, and we were like tackling both of them. I thought he did a nice job, and made some nice throws. Pushed the ball down the field a few times, but now I had no idea.
So the fun is in the winning. That's where the fun comes from. But when the wins are expected, when people just expect you to go win every week, how do you keep it fun, not be something that takes that joy away?
Just focus on what we do every day, just a daily focus, and try to keep them dialed in on the right things. And that just speaks to how we handle our business on a daily basis. And again, how we practice, our meetings. We try to have fun along the way, and we celebrate every win. It's just the culture that we have. But we don't. We expect to win. And the reason we expect to win and we don't fear all that other stuff is because we put the work in. When you put the work in, you don't have any fear, and you create those expectations. But you also respect the journey that you have to go through. You respect how you got to get ready. You respect every opponent, and but it's a lot of fun when you can achieve the goal.
It almost felt like you talked to the team through us Tuesday about the seriousness of Wake Forest as an opponent. How do you feel your team responded to that challenge, to that call?
Great. They were ready. They were locked in. We hadn't played many noon games. Seems like every time we play, it's late, so it was a little different this morning. It was a short week. We got home at 5:30 in the morning Sunday, and it always takes you a day or so to kind of get that jet lag out of you a little bit. But I thought our guys responded really well, and had the right mindset, coming into this game. Early get up this morning, early breakfast, and get on the bus and go play. But it's fun, man. So I told them, when I was a kid, you used to wake up on Saturday morning, it's like, where's the game? Hey, Alabama's at 2, where we playing the game? 9 o'clock, we're at somebody's yard. And so just that, creating that mindset of today of, let's go have some fun playing ball. And then, and then when you have a place like Death Valley to come play at, it's just, it's not hard to get ready. We're pulling in here, and cars are backed up, and that's what I told them. I said, people drive, Some people come Thursday. Some people get up 3 o'clock in the morning, drive 5 hours or drive 7 hours, and just to turn around and go back just to see them play. And I just wanted us to play well. And I thought we played with a lot of precision early in the game. I mean, we were just very, very, very precise in everything that we were doing. And, again, got a little sloppy here and there, but had control of the game, really the whole game.
How did the 9 penalties, 79 yards, affect the game?
Dadgum, we had 9 penalties? Is that what we had? That's probably the most we've had all year. Well, it affected the game. Those 2 on punt return really affected it because it affected some huge returns and field position. And then, we had a couple of silly ones. We jumped offside twice. I think Austin had one. Dion had one. So those are kind of some wasted penalties, if you will. We had a pick play that there was no, I mean, they called it, but there was no intent of any type of run. We was tight ends trying to get down the field, and they just collisioned our guy, which is what a good defensive player will do. And that was a tough call against us right there, but that's what they saw. But I don't remember a couple of them, but just too many. We've done a pretty good job of being pretty disciplined with some of those penalties, but we did have a few mental lapses today.
Dabo, do you have any thoughts on student turnout, particularly over on the Hill?
The Hill deal, that's more administration. Or whoever, I don't know. They won't let them in there like they used to until I think after we come down the hill or something. I don't understand all that, but I don't know, fire marshal or whatever. It's kind of out of my lane.
6 games in, how do you feel like this offense has gelled? Is it where you kind of would hope it would be?
We're growing. I mean, we still got some maturing to do. I don't think we're a finished, polished, fully mature offense by any stretch of the imagination. I think that we're growing every week. We got a lot of potential, and we've got some explosiveness. I really thought coming into the season that we were going to be able to run the football better, and we have done that. We're way ahead of where we were this time last year in being able to, run the ball effectively. So that part I'm really pleased with. Probably the biggest disappointment is we've missed some opportunities, just daggers, man. I mean, some just plays that are there that are hard to come by, and we missed some. Now we've been able to overcome it. You just go on the next play, and nobody ever says anything. You just punt the ball, or maybe you make a play, a couple plays later. But golly, I want us to be a little more opportunistic when those big time opportunities present themselves, whether it's a drop or just a guy wide open runs a great route, we get a sack, or we don't make the right throw. I mean, we've just missed a few big opportunities that I think would just kind of put some teams away. And so I think that's where we need to mature a little bit and grow up some, and then continue to do a better job just protecting our quarterback. And when you say that, first thing people say is your offensive line, and that's not the case. Our offensive line has played pretty well. We did have, I had to see the tape, but I know we had one today on our line. But it's a combination of a lot of things. So we're still just growing. We're growing. We played 6 games. We're 6-0. So we've had some tough challenges. We've played some really good defenses. Hey, Wake Forest leads the nation in tackles for loss per game coming into this game. Just had 17 tackles for loss versus Florida State. And that game came down to the last play. So had a lot of respect for them. When you play Auburn, you play Louisville. I mean, you go play Virginia Tech. I mean, we hadn't played a bunch of cupcakes on defense. So we've won our fair share of the battles, and we've had our noses bloodied a little bit, but we're still not where we need to be. We're just still kind of maturing, and hopefully when it's all said and done, we're going to grow into something pretty special.
Coach, can you tell us about the touchdown play of Cannon Smith? It must have been really good to see him get that.
Yeah.
Given the tight end troubles you had with Garrett Williams and D.J. Greenlee.
Yeah. I mean, Cannon's been playing well for us, actually. He hadn't had many catches, but he's actually played pretty good the last 2 or 3 games. And, you know, it was just a little play action, no dump pass, and actually was a great catch. It was a better catch than it was a throw. You know, those are the type of plays when you're, you know, it's very well executed and the guy's wide open. You'd like for that ball to be right there on him, but he kind of threw it a little flat and had to kind of reach out and go get it. So I thought it was a heck of a catch, and just well executed. Kind of got through the traffic and you know, a good play at the right time.
Looked like Hunter did a really good job selling it too.
He did. Yeah, I mean it was wide open, but you know, good job by Cannon just securing it, and happy for him. You know, he's just a steady guy, man, and you know, again, he's played pretty good for us the last couple weeks, you know, without the ball. So good to see him get rewarded there with a big touchdown.
What did you think of Hunter and Zarek and how they played?
I had to watch the tape, but you know, I thought they both did some good things. Thought Zarek missed a couple throws that first drive. You know, probably could have bailed him out on one. Had a chance to hit Dion for a touchdown. Great route by Dion. Protection was good. Just didn't make the right throw there. But you know, the biggest thing too is, are their eyes on the right things? Are they making the right decisions? You know, those are things that are important when you got a young guy that hadn't played a whole lot, because that's where it starts. And then I thought Hunter came in and did a great job. I don't know what his stat line was.
5 for 5.
There you go. Can't beat that, 100%, and a touchdown. So I thought he did a nice job, looked very poised out there. It's just really good to see him go in and play. Hey, game's still kind of in the balance. You know, we got a lot of ball left to play, and it's a great experience for both of those guys. And I got full confidence in them. If for some reason Kelly can't play, hey, we'll go win with those guys.
Do you feel like that catch Hunter made on 4th down kind of got you guys back going again a little bit? I think offense has been in a funk.
Yeah. I think we're 3 for 3 on 4th down today. So we you know, that was a big one. And a nice throw by Kelly, finding him right there, and a good run by Hunter. So, you know, just like I said, just couldn't quite put some things together. We had a good drive. I think we had touchdown, good drive, missed field goal. Then we come back and we got another good drive going. We get the sack fumble. So we just had some miscues that got us out of rhythm a little bit, but you know, came back, kind of settled in the second half and put it away.
Coach, thanks very much.
All right, appreciate it.